So the story starts by showing Dr. Andrew, who is an American and at this time was looking very sad because one of his patients died due to lack of heart operation. Then here one of his colleagues comes to Dr. Andrew and tells him that there is a terrorist group that wants to catch the Americans. They have also entered this area and have come to know about your presence here. Hearing this, Dr. Andrew goes straight to his wife, who is also a teacher, and with all his heart, she is a very good person. She teaches African children and wants to help humanity. Dr. Andrew tells them that we have to leave from here. We Majid cannot stay here because the terrorist group will kill us. But his wife was still saying the same. Can't we fix everything? Can't we talk to the terrorists? And we make them understand. Maybe the situation will get better. On this, Andrew says that my medical equipment has been stolen. One of my patients has died. So Africa, the situation can never get better. It would be better for us to leave from here. Then these people leave from here and come to the small airport of this village, which was almost barren because it was in the desert, and there was only one plane in which they could board and fly from here. The condition of the plane was also not very good, so the pilot, who is very greedy, wanted to take the people and a lot of luggage with him. The passengers, who were all Americans, also wanted to leave from here. 3 of them included one. His name was Max and the rest were his friends. There was a black man who is a very good person at heart, and he was the head of all of them. He also goes with him for the last time. Andrew's wife calls her African companion Omila, on which he says with sadness that I am sorry that you have to leave from here because of the terrorists of our country. Andrew went to the pilot, whose name was Grant. Obviously he is a greedy person. That is why he asks for a lot of money from them. Andrew recognizes Grant. They told him that you are the same pilot who is supposed to bring medical supplies. Do you know that because of not bringing those things, many of my patients died and the stuff that I had to send to America has also been stolen? Andrew explains to him by telling him that one should not do this to humanity. This is a very bad thing. That is, both Andrew and his wife are so good that they always want that humanity should be benefited because of us, and they think that maybe our words can have an impact on the book, and he should become a good person by being satisfied. He could not keep much luggage in the plane, hence the greedy eclipse here again says that you people have only given me the money for your travel and not for the luggage. So you cannot take the luggage, but you can take the money for the passengers. After repeated requests, he agreed and said, okay, you can take the luggage, but you will have to keep your luggage in your lap. After which they all come and sit in the plane. The conditions inside the plane were also very bad, but somehow they had to leave from here to save their lives. Otherwise they would get the next plane after a week. They did not want to stay here because on one side there was a terrorist group and on the other side there were dangerous animals of the African jungle. So they were forced to travel in this plane. As soon as the plane flies, these people take a sigh of happiness. It seemed normal. Everything was going well, but suddenly the plane starts shaking. Everyone asks Ryan about this, to which he says that there is no such thing. Plane? I have flown many planes in the past too, which is a journey of many hours. So I know there is nothing wrong with the plane. All of you remain calm, but in anger Dr. Andrew comes forward and says that I know this much, that you are greedy, and you have kept a lot of luggage in the plane, due to which the plane is vibrating. If it continues like this, then the plane will be destroyed soon. Grain says, brother, there is no such thing. You sit quietly with your seat belt on and let me do my work. You do not know about these things, but then within some time the plane starts shaking very violently and it catches fire. And now it starts moving rapidly towards the ground. In the next few seconds, the plane falls on the ground. The plane is destroyed due to the crash. Some passengers are killed, while the people who survived were also injured. Andrew gathers courage and starts looking at the burning things around. Max also gets saved, and another boy also, but Max's friend could not survive in this crash. She dies while Andrew's gun and head are also destroyed. Andrew comes to his wife, whose condition is very bad because she is badly trapped under the luggage and is also badly injured because her leg is broken. Andrew takes his wife out of there. He tries to get her out, but she was stuck so badly that she could not get out even after trying a lot. Seeing this, Grant says that she will not be able to get out. Do not apply force, but take off the stuff, and yes, if your wife is in trouble, then do this so that she give me some wine. Andrew gets angry. He says, I do not like these things. Stop your nonsense and go away from here. I know what I have to do. And this plane has also crashed because of you. Next, threw his friend's dead body in the same plane. He buries it near the plane so that the wild animals do not eat his dead body, and these people start looking where our plane has been destroyed. Then they come to know that they are stuck in a very dangerous area where man-eating wild animals live. These people think that we are safe during the day because this forest, which was like Reggie saying, animals cannot hunt due to the heat during the day. But as soon as night comes, it will become difficult for them to survive. So they will have to do something quickly. Now Dr. Andrew, 3 people leave and make a plan that we will go to the nearest village, which is about 20-30 kilometers from here. Grain says that we will have to go towards southeast because the village will be there. On this, Max says that no, that route is wrong. We have to go towards southwest. We should go towards the side because I am sure the village will be on the same side. But he does not listen to Grants, and because he has the time gun at this time. He was the boss of everyone and says that if you guys love your lives, then come with me. He also asks Andrew to come with him, but he refuses because he wants to be near his injured wife. Everyone tells Andrew to come along. On this, his wife says that we have faith in our destiny and we have faith in God, that he will definitely save us. Andrew also loves his wife very much, so he cannot leave her alone under any circumstances. He tells his friends that if the village is within walking distance of the village, then you should bring help from there. Till then I will stay here. I will take care of my wife. After which they start their journey towards the village, while Andrew and his wife sit in the broken plane and wait for help to come. His wife had completely lost courage. It seemed as if so she is waiting for help or death, with which the wild animals start coming closer to them. Of course, it is day, but they could see them over there. Grant and everyone else gets lost in this desert area. While walking, they are cut in half. It has been day, but they have not yet reached the village. Their condition is very bad due to exhaustion. They fall on the ground due to thirst. They cannot move forward even a step. Then Graham gives them water to drink, and his people move towards their last hill. They start moving, but what did they see that we have come here after traveling so much, but there is only desert-like forest ahead, and they don't even know the way back, that is. They were badly trapped here. Seeing this, Max snatches the gun from Grant and tells him that, look, we are stuck here because of you. We will die soon. He shows the gun to everyone and says that now everyone will have to follow the same path on which I will go. But the rest of the people wanted to stay with Grant only. They think that if we follow the path we came from, we can reach back to our plane, and then by going in the other direction, we will reach the village too. Hence they start going back while Max alone walks towards his path. With great difficulty, they reach the lane with heavy steps and thirst. They saw that there is blood spread everywhere. Andrew and his wife are also missing. There were marks of lion's punch on the plane, so that these people could understand. They thought that this means that the lion has hunted both of them and he ate them. They were saddened by the death of both of them, but they were very nervous, thinking that this means that the lion is active even during the day and can hunt. So these people can't save themselves. They start looking for a way out, and then suddenly a frightened Andrew grabs Grant from the street because everyone was feeling that the reason for all this situation was Grant's mistake, that if he had loaded more luggage, then the plane would have been destroyed. Andrew kills Grant. Just before that, a boy shoots a gun, due to which Andrew falls away and Grant is saved. Now these people come to know that the things Granji was carrying were the horns of an animal, which are very expensive, and Granum is a Galena. Dr. Andrew, he makes a grave out of the pieces of his wife's body and sits next to her and starts crying. Andrew has his own lamp, and while crying, Andrew says that he regrets that he could not save his wife, and perhaps I should have tried harder. She would have been saved. On this, the head says, try against the lion. You try against the lion. No, friend, don't regret. Don't beat yourself up because it was not possible, and this was what was seen in your wife's destiny, on which she gradually believed. Night started approaching. Now they somehow had to spend the night, or something had to be done, because at night they would definitely become prey to some animal. And now Vonnie hears the growling sounds of these lions. Now the eclipse tells all of them that we have no time to spend the night. There is only one way out, and that is the pilot cabin, where we 3 can somehow hide and save our lives. So now these people start tossing, which 3 people will sit in the pilot cabin. Max's friend lost the toss, that is, he would sit outside the plane at night. As soon as the night fell, the boy lit a fire on Saturday outside the plane, while all 3 people were in the pilot cabin. He was explained to him that you just have to not sleep and keep the fire burning, because as long as you are awake, the fire will keep burning. You will be protected, and as soon as your eye gets extinguished, you can die. Now these people were just waiting for the night to pass, because as soon as the morning comes, they will go to the village whose path they have now known. At night, when Baron came out for some work, He sees that the boy is sleeping and the fire is also extinguished. Gun wakes him up and says to him, "Boy, come to your senses. Wake up and keep the fire burning if you want to stay alive." After which Gun comes back to the cubby, sits down but Max his friend. The boy who was very sleepy falls asleep, and the fire also goes away, where now in the darkness we see someone's eye shining, which was none other than the lion who is now in the plane. They had come outside, and their loud voices were heard by all three sitting inside. Now Andrew, who has a kind heart, was feeling bad for the boy. He wanted these people to go out and save his life, but there were a lot of lions outside, so these people couldn't do anything. But then Andrew opens the door of the hut, due to which a lion tries to enter inside. However, together they try to stop him, but the lion was so powerful that he starts breaking the cage. The snake that was sitting inside the cup would have bitten Head, but because of this, she closed the door of the cabin. Andrew tied a rope on Head's leg and made a cut, drawing out a lot of blood, due to which the poison of the snake also came out. His life was also saved, but his condition had worsened. When they came out of the cab in the morning, they saw that their friend was not outside. That is, he had also become a victim of lions. They then decide to go to that village. Because it is daytime, there will be no danger to them, but Andrew, who has seen so much, loses courage and completely breaks down and sits against a tree and tells them that I will not go with you people. I have the courage. I have lost. This is my fate. I want to go to my wife, so I will stay here and wait for my death. Today I have seen people preparing food for a lion, and I will not be able to tolerate this. While the rest of the people go towards the village, as soon as these people had gone some distance, they saw a vehicle coming from the front. Seeing it, these people became very happy. Andrew also stood up, thinking that now they and Andrew will also be saved, so the vehicle will move towards them. They start shouting to call him, but what is this? We see that the car comes straight and stops near Andrew. There is no one else in it but the terrorist group which was searching for Americans, and now they start killing Andrew and ask Andrew, "What are you doing here on our land? Have you come to steal our property? You steal our stuff and take it to your country." Hearing this, Head and Greth came forward and said to him, "Hey, he is a doctor. He has not done anything. He is just helping you people. They come here for this, and we're just going back. You should not kill them." But then those terrorists get the horn of that animal from the plane, which makes them more angry, and they say to Andrew that you are a smuggler, and are by stealing goods from the ground. You smuggle them to America. So she starts hitting Andrew again. Then Gon says that this is my plane. All this stuff is mine, and I do the smuggling. Andrew did not do anything. Hearing this, he says that it means Granum. I should be killed. The Head says, why should I be killed? Are you a terrorist? You are a strong person living on this land, and we respect you. The Head was thinking that he will change the mind of the terrorist, but he will change his face. But by shooting, they prove that yes, we are really terrorists. We have no mercy on humans and nothing can happen to us. After which they salute them very badly and go to take a terrorist truck so that they can also be taken along with them. Take them away and let them be treated very badly. Now the terrorists were staying here. One of them says to Andrew, "Okay, let me make a deal with you. I will count to 10 and you will have to run. After 10 I will open fire." "Okay, let's go." "Now well done. You run, get up, stand up and run." But Andrew does not run because he has lost courage long ago. So what is the need for him to run? The terrorist gets so angry that he starts teasing them by showing them water and starts laughing at them. When the terrorist realizes it happened that both of them had completely lost courage, so they sat down leaning against the lane away from them. After some time, their eyes fell and Grant told Andrew that I am a fighter. I cannot die so easily. Saying this very softly, he went near the terrorist and started snatching the gun. But the terrorist regained consciousness, and as he shot at the gun, he realized that there was no bullet in the gun. The other terrorist also woke up, but before he could shoot at the gun, Andrew controlled him. He tries to snatch the gun. In the process, bullets start firing and both the terrorists are killed. Then the gun says to Andrew, "Look, we have killed both of them, so now you have to come with me. You have to fulfill your wife's dream and I have to improve. Give me one chance so that I can apologize for all my sins. So now come with me. I will help you and take you to the city where you can help thousands of patients." So Andrew goes with him, but his condition was very bad. These people moved forward somehow. They were close to the village, and in front of them, there was a small hill of stones which they had to cross to reach the other side. Now Gran allowed Andrew to climb up with great difficulty, but what did he see? That a bloody lion was coming from the front. These people were coming on the hill itself, So the lions started coming towards the hill, smelling their blood. But because they were on the hill and were also hidden, the lions could not see them and started going back from there. But only then birds start hovering over both of them. The direction of the wind changes and the lions start smelling them again, and they start coming in this direction again. A scorpion climbs on Andrew, which lands on his face, and Andrew remains completely silent. As the eclipse started to move, a stone fell down, which confirmed to the lion that there is definitely something for him to eat above, and he starts climbing up with great force. Seeing this, he applies Andrew's blood on his body and eats Andrew's blood. He says, "Look, I have done many bad things in my life, and today I want to wash away those sins. I will go to the lions with blood and sacrifice myself to save your life, so that the lions can hunt me and you will get a chance to escape. You promise that you will get up from here and go to the village." Saying this, he came shouting up the hill and then went down. The lion immediately came near him and hunted him. After this, Andrew started moving towards the village and walked for a long distance. After that, he falls down. He was feeling thirsty, then he sees the animals coming from the front who were coming to eat him. Seeing this, Andrew looks towards the sky and asks, "Was it my destiny to eat only this? Such useless dead animals. If I had to die at the hands of a lion, then at least it would have been at the hands of a lion." Saying this, Andrew stands up again with full courage. The animal started running towards Andrew, but suddenly, due to the sound of thunder, the animal ran away from there. They run away, and then it starts raining. Andrew lies down on the ground and starts drinking the rain water and saves his thirst for so long, after which he becomes unconscious. Now when Andrew's eyes opened, in front of him was his same friend who had come and called Andrew a terrorist. It was told that he lifts Andrew with support and takes him away from here, saving his life. That is, Andrew was now safe, and it was written in his destiny to stay alive because he had acted courageously at the last moment, and now he will also reach the village, with which this story also ends here.